So we were on the beach. I'm David Cofer and my wife Jill. We were on the beach on Anchorage Street, 2-story. So we had our own pilings. We were going to go to Cape Coral.
Hey Dallas, I put your fishing poles in the car.
Thank you, Dave.
Thanks, Dave.
I know John would be like, John would be like,
All right.
Okay.
So we were going to go to Cape Coral to get away from it. And we got over there. Our girlfriend told us it had never been effective. We got over there and Jill looked and said, we're 15 feet from this canal. And we were only 7 feet above. And we said, absolutely not. So we left and went back to our house. We were trapped at that point. No hotels left. So we decided we were going to ride it out. We had 2 renters with us. So it's 4 of us with 2 cats. I overheard my girlfriend get a call from a guy that's up north in New Hampshire. He had built 2 years ago a 3-story generator, cinder block construction, hurricane windows and all. So we ran, but it was on the coast. So we put the car in the garage, which we pull the car down. It's a 12-foot to 15-foot ceiling. It's got a wall, cinder block wall at the back, and then the front door is next to the garage, and then you've got a back door with pane windows that go up 8 feet. You got a flight of steps up, it makes a turn, goes back up, and it's on the 2nd story. I'm watching this water, black, as the ace of spades start crawling up the window. I could see after it got about 4 to 6 feet, the waves are kicking it up. I could see the window start to give, and I'm peeking around the corner, about to piss my pants. And all of a sudden it went, and along with that it blew out the front door, the garage door. Our car went into a concrete utility pole, totally destroyed. I ran up to the 2nd story. We're watching these 18-foot waves come south to north. Estero Boulevard was a river, and what was funny, it was coming down to Coconut and making a right. Like a garbage can would come down like a car and make a right and go down Coconut.
Toward the bay.
So I'm watching this house next door, a rental, and it's a 1-story up, but it's, you know, old construction. The waves started chipping it away, and then I knew it was going to go. We got the video of that, and it took it, and it just took it away. And then you could only see the tops of palm trees is what was, the water was so high. By that time it started getting dark. When we woke up, there was nothing around us except high rises or newer construction, which we were luckily in. And I looked across the street, there was nothing, everything's gone. And by the time we could get out and walk down to Anchorage and start going down the street, there was so much water and debris. There was a home across the street on Anchorage that was an old log cabin built with siding. There was a piece of its logs on our step on the 157 side. We have a duplex. And when I got in there, we didn't get water in the upstairs, but downstairs breakaway walls, and it broke away all the walls. There was so much debris in front and in the side and pushed into our downstairs from other houses. Everything imaginable, from roofing to... I found pictures of people with their children. We don't know who. Sheets and towels and pillowcases, and totally uninhabitable. So we went back to the coast and we stayed there and we ate the MREs and everything that they were giving.
There was a gas leak.
Yeah, and there was a gas leak at the place we were staying. They wanted us to leave, but we had nowhere to go. We lost both cars. One was, we thought, on high ground up at Publix, and when I went up there were 15 cars that flooded and all just got pushed in a corner. So the end effect was we lost our income. We were really living on our income from the duplex. We lost our home, and we applied at FEMA, and they came back and said we were denied because we didn't have any damage. It was wrong on the intake. So we went over to the station and got a face-to-face. Tried to correct it. And we still haven't heard anything. If it wasn't for Dave and Sherry, we would be on the street with 2 cats. Seriously. This is the first time in my life that I felt helpless. And I don't know who to turn to. And every time I look, there's a brick wall. There's no light that I can see yet. And there's a million stories like this. The guy next door, he was downstairs. He swam for his life up to our place and was able to get into our lanai. And we didn't lock the sliding glass doors, so he was able to get in. And it saved his life. And by the time I got there, he had his pair of shorts and he'd nothing else. So I gave him clothes and whatever he needed. But it's just, these are horror stories.
Was that Bob by any chance?
Yes.
Yeah,
I've
that worked at
Bob.
Matanz.
Yes.
I've caught his story already.
Yeah, that was Bob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, you know, I stayed at
That's
that
amazing.
house on the coast with this guy that went through Nam 2 tours. He said he never was as afraid as what we went through.
Yeah.
And Jill's disabled and can't do anything. I'm trying to clear the stuff. I'll work for 4 hours and I'm done. I'm 67. I'm an old man trying to clear this shit and I can't do anything. And so it's just kicking our ass every which way that we can see. This is an amazing thing. I'm lucky to be alive.
What's your story with Fort Myers Beach? When did you start coming down here? When did you buy?
04, we came and started in 04.
2 months before
2 months
Charlie.
before Charlie.
Okay.
And with this one, we swore that we would never stay for a hurricane, and we just screwed it up and got trapped, and we lost
Trusted our girlfriend that Cape Coral would be safe.
Yeah,
and then when I went and looked
and I
at it,
had a
said,
hotel
no.
on the line, and they
Then
said,
there was
no,
no
Cape
rooms.
Coral's going to be good. So anyway, I'm that's my story.
I appreciate it.
Our friend.
Sorry.
Nope, thank you.